Hey guys, so I'm here with my brother Robert here,
Yo.
and so I'm going to pretend that I've never had a guitar lesson, and so he's going to show me some stuff, and we're going to be jamming here.
Well, it's in tune.
So it's in tune, yeah.
Okay. So one good thing I can say is you're not bending them out of pitch. You know, a lot of people, they go from acoustic to electric, and they wonder why.
That's the draw.
It's really easy. It's really easy. It doesn't take much to pull it sharp, or you know what I'm saying. Just to even hitting it, even not even bending it, just pushing too hard or away from the fret. You know, so being able, so you got that part. That's good.
No, I've been working on.
Let me see a scale. You know, show me one scale. You know,
a scale I know. So let's see.
Box one. Box one, basically A minor.
Right. So that's about it.
Well,
yeah, it's like
slide it up 2 frets.
2 frets. So
now what is that?
I haven't tried it in this, but is it the same? Is it the same stuff though?
Just a different key. Same exact positioning. That'd be your B minor. B minor pentatonic.
But I guess the deal is like, you know, I can sit there and do that all day long, but it doesn't. I don't know how to frame it, do something with it. I mean, like soloing over something or whatever. I don't know if it's just a matter of just repetition.
A lot of it's a starting point. You know what I'm saying? You don't like this. Say it's in the key of A, and you've got say it's so you could follow that. Or you go, or you just go up and down the box.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can play a fourth on it, start on the fourth. It depends on where you start. It's all about phrasing. Like you do like 4-note phrases. It's all the same box, but I'm starting on the fourth.
So I don't know how to get from just to that.
Well, yeah. Instead of starting on the 1, start in the middle somewhere. It doesn't matter where. Any one is going to be in key. Right.
Another one I've been trying to work on is vibrato, and I know I'm still working on it. Like bends and vibrato, I'm just not there yet, and I've been working on it.
Well, it's like you're basically trying to, you need to pull it or push it a full step, right? So where are you at? You're going too far. How do you know? How do you know? Check it out. Go up 2. That way you know if you're going. If you go up 2 and it sounds different, you're just going too far. Right. Same thing if you go only a half step, or like this is a full step. Let's hear it.
For some reason, it sounds so good.
Hear that?
Yeah. Right.
That's a half step. So what else you been doing? Is that the only one you know?
Lately.
What about a major scale? You know that one?
So what?
Major scale.
I can pick it out.
Stay in the same in the middle. Stay in the middle of the middle.
Okay, let's see. So it'd have to be here. So then I'd have to go.
No. Just remember 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right?
Watch, but it's like in order to go to, because I would need here, so I would need to go.
If you start on the 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's what I was gonna say though. I know I needed to go here. That's why I was like. That's why I was, and having to go down. That's why I was like, I don't want to go here. I want to go here.
That's why you start on your middle finger.
Ah.
Watch.
Like slide.
You can do that if you want, but it's easier to slide.
I haven't practiced major scales, to be honest. I haven't done a whole lot, to be honest. That's why, like, bring your guitar. I'm like,
well, yeah, bring it.
Yeah, I'll bring it, but I don't know how good I'll be.
Well,
but
it's like anything else.
Yeah.
If you want to learn how to do it,
I know. One thing we could do is I could do some chords and stuff. You want to play lead over or something? You want to try something like that?
Well, yeah. What kind of progression?
I don't know. Whatever. It's just like we just do a standard, blues scale if you want. But I mean, like, yeah, it's like that's the first we've ever jammed.
I played on piano before.
On the piano, but not on the guitar. And even that's been 30 plus years.
Do you know bar chords?
I do some. It's hard.
They do that same progression, but use bar chords.
Okay, so how would that be? So if it was bar chord in
You were in
using
A. You were in A.
Yeah. So how would I make it a bar chord as opposed to? So it'd be just. How would I do a bar chord? Oh, in fifth position.
You know E. You call this the cage system.
I've heard it, but I
don't know a whole lot about it. It's basically an E slid down to the A position.
Okay, so you take E and we go to the A position?
And actually, you're in the B position, but your index finger is an A.
Okay, but on the 5th fret? Or no? Yeah, okay, so then. Right?
That's your 4. So on the 1.
But where's the 1?
On your E. Okay. Your ring finger on the 7th fret, A string.
Okay. You got flat here.
Your pinky on the D string, same fret. And your middle finger on the G string, 4th string,
Right.
6th fret.
Right.
And your index finger on the 5.
That's all I was doing, right?
Yeah. And you were like halfway in between.
Oh, okay.
So now, since you got that, go ahead and lift that one up, because most times you don't play all those notes anyways, and when you're playing rock and roll,
Sure, you
just
just work
2
on
or 3. The
So
top.
I mean, it's just basically just the extension of,
Kind of.
of the power chord.
Like when I do it, I'm just hitting those too.
Right, so it's just basically power chord.
Yeah, so you can get your pinky in there.
But that's the same thing as, I mean, I guess you're using open string there, but.
The reason why is if you do it here, you're already in the lead box. You're already in your pentatonic box. Here you got to play the lead open, which I don't play a lot of open.
Where's those things like? Oh yeah, stretch up.
Stretch
That's
it.
the part.
I see where you got your thumb. Let me see the back. Let me see the back. Okay, that's not bad.
That's another thing. It's positioning of my thumb, dude. Because everybody's like, "Oh, you need to do
A lot of
this."
people, when they do this stuff,
Okay.
a lot of them they'll play their top in here,
But they're
and
trying
because
to.
they got fingers this long.
Yeah.
You know, I can't go over the top much, especially like with a Strat or something. I just can't go over the top because
Yeah.
my hand's usually up here. And it's way too uncomfortable. There you go. That's it.
And then just go. And then where's the 5?
Always remember this, right? Where's your 1, 4, 5? Where's your 1, 4, 4, 5 in any position. So I want a 1, 4, 5 in G. Where is it? 1, 4, first note
First note.
of the major scale. Fourth note of the major scale.
Oh yeah,
fifth note
I
of the
thought you
major
meant
scale.
actually on guitar. So as far as finding it on the guitar,
See, where's your G? Where's your G string?
G strings, right?
And where's your G note on the E string?
On the E string would be. I'm not that great at.
What's the 4 of G?
What's the 4 of G? It'd be C, right?
This is your basic rock. Yeah.
Yeah. So then.
Yeah. Basic rock progressions 1, 4, 5.
Right.
And then your 5 would be D. So it'd be the same there.
Right. So, but if we're doing. So if we're doing.
We're A, right?
Right. And then.
Let me show you another chord.
Okay.
It's easy to say.
No, hey, I'm learning, man. This is cool.
Remember the turnaround?
Yeah.
The 1, 4, 5 start of the turnaround.
Sure.
When they say 1, 4, 5 start of the turnaround,
Yeah.
you're starting on the 5. And that's where 1, 4, 5 is your turnaround.
Right.
So, but like you're up here trying to do this. That's the same thing. It's not the same chord,
But
it's the
different.
same key.
But it's different. That's the
Right,
thing.
right. It's like
More like a B kind of
like a night.
Okay.
I guess it would be.
Okay, so what is that? The turnaround chord there you got?
It is.
I can't just look at it and find out, man.
Okay. Do your ring finger on the E string.
Okay.
On the E position, A string. E note.
That doesn't help me. It's like I need to know the fret on the
Okay.
string.
Okay, that's maybe even easier. Okay. 7th fret,
Okay, yeah, got it.
2nd string.
Uh-huh.
Actually, they go from
Yeah, it's fine.
5,
A string, it's right.
A string. And your middle finger on your D string,
Yeah,
6th fret.
got that. What about the
And then your pinky goes on the G string on the 7th. And that's on your B string, 5th fret. There you go. Now,
where you're going different. But you were playing something different than I was playing. So
no,
is that-
not really.
No?
Not the same. It's
But
just
you were playing a different position.
different spot.
Oh, okay.
Just like
man.
it's like horn players.
Uh-huh.
You're not gonna all play the same note. You'll sound the same, right?
True.
So you
different,
pick
different
pick
voices.
one's gonna play the 1, somebody else is gonna play the 3rd, somebody else is gonna play the 4 or the 5. It'd be the same thing. Like if you're playing here, I'll be playing here.
So it's better to play this because we're not playing with the open string, right? Because it's more movable.
Yeah, push you in the box.
Sure.
You want to break into a lead, you're already there, right?
And how could you, if you're wanting to go to the higher note? I mean, and then would
You want to get used to barring everything.
Okay.
Don't lift that one.
Okay.
Because what happens is if you miss, you have all these open gnarly notes.
Okay.
So you're basically muting the rest of them. What you want, there you go. I know it's hard to bend that to reach that one.
Yeah, but to try to
you gotta
go
get
to
used to
there,
it, right?
to
You
go
gotta get
to
used
the.
We'll try this.
That's what it means.
I
It's
can't even
hard.
do those. I have short little hands.
What do you have to do if you wanted to play that?
I
I was just thinking, like, you know, like.
Do it here. Cheat or go here.
It's like once bitten, twice shy. You know that song. They're doing that, and they're doing this.
Well, those guys got hands this big.
Yeah, you know? But how the hell are you stretching?
It's
freaking far.
A lot of times you just
get
do
there.
this.
Yeah, you just get there, I guess.
Yeah.
But so barring it and just see. So yeah, I'm not used to doing that far. But yeah, and also not muting this is a problem.
Okay, here's another trick. This is what Stevie Ray Vaughan would do, which I figured out later how a lot of them do it. So they happen to bend and go to that one. It's right there.
So instead of going, they're using the next string instead of stretching out that far.
Yeah, they're staring the same spot, but they're adding in that D string, which is basically it's the same thing here. I'm not very good at it, but that's what they're doing.
Yeah. Hard for me to bar it. Still working on it. Instead of having to stretch that far, that's hard, man.
It is. Well, Stevie could do it, but
yeah.
most of the time he would just throw in that D, but he's already on the one. But you got to used to. I have a hard time. I don't play a lot of chords for some reason. I play parts of chords, you know.
Right.
But in order to get the chords right, I mean, you got to have your fingers perfect, and you can't drag them like me. I have a bad habit of muting the ones underneath it. So
Same.
I just don't play those.
You just don't play chords.
I don't need those.
So it's like just trying to get a good hand position on some of the
hard with open chords. My fingers just get all the rest of them. My fat little fingers don't fit on nothing.
I've been working at it, but it's hard.
Better than I can do.
Well,
I wind up muting half of them.
I've been working at it, but C is always hardest to me.
It is.
And it's such an awkward freaking.
You want to see a nice inversion of a C?
Just play it hard up.
See, that's the same thing, right? So
Right.
learn how to learn chord inversions.
Sure.
They're the best. It's your open stuff.
But most of the time you don't play. I mean, I know a lot of people play open, but it's better if you don't. Right?
Well, you know, when you're accompanying somebody else, you don't want to do the same thing they're doing.
Sure.
Because it just turns into mud.
Right.
You basically, well, I have two of you if you're going to pound on the same chord.
Yeah.
You know, you just do a different position or a different inversion of it. It's like you hit this one, hit that C for me. That's where the journey chords come in. And the Hendrix, it's just an inversion of the same thing. Same thing with the D.
Okay, so how do you invert? How do you besides just going through? Okay,
if you're playing it here, if you just move up, okay, there's the chord. If you move the index to where your pinky is, or that one, you're the same thing. You hit those three notes, and you just add this one.
So you're playing.
You're basically adding the third.
So play it so I can actually figure it out. So what are you playing? So first that
slide.
But first one thing at a time.
Okay, that's that one.
So
that's just basically a bar chord. It's your D bar chord.
Oh, okay. So if you're doing. But then you inverted it so that it's
still a D. Now I'll really throw you for a loop. Another one.
But how do you know that other than just that you've known it?
Well, is you know the 1 3 5.
Sure.
A major chord is 1 3 5.
Sure.
And multiples of that. The first note of the major scale, the third, and the 5 is a triad, which is your major. Same thing on a piano.
Sure.
It's like you're right here.
Right.
1 3 1 2 3. Base everything off a major scale. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7.
Right.
Back again, octave. So 1, 2, 3. There's your third. There's your 5. That's an A. That's an A major triad. Right? And it's the same everywhere. No matter what key it is, if you got 1, 3, 5 in any position, it's the same. Whatever your root is, that's the key you're in. You know your keys. Your open is your E, your F, your G, A, B. Obviously, C is only a half step. Then your D and E. So if you want an A major triad, you want a B major triad. Now just play an A chord for me. Nice, pretty A chord.
Just no way.
I never play that one.
It's hard to fit my fingers in there.
So that's why I never play it. Because I just play the first 3. And if I want to play, I just bar it. But I see guys do that, and they're probably really good guys, but I can't get all my fat fingers in that little spot.
I know, first
So
of all, your fingers will fit. I'm like,
cheat.
bullshit. My
But
fingers are not gonna fit.
there's a reason why they play them like that a lot of times. It's easy to get the other chords where you do it. I don't use
Sure.
those.
I mean, if you're going between E and it's right there. Well,
Now, like, play that chord again. That's basically an arpeggio of a major.
Right.
And you get used to 1, 2, 3.
But the thing is, for me, is learning where all that stuff is. And I don't know the neck, and that's the part of the problem.
Well, that's the first thing you need to learn.
I need to learn it, but how do you learn it other than just keep repetition?
Well, it's like the alphabet.
Yeah.
Start on E. E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It just repeats itself.
Sure. I know the notes, but where they are on the neck is the problem.
Well, E's, okay. Where's your E string? Okay. Where's your F? Okay. Where's your G? There you go. Where's your A? You know them.
Yeah.
Now go to your B.
But I guess the issue is anywhere on here on the neck. I don't know. I couldn't tell you where anything is.
Well, that's when you start playing with the octaves and you figure it out. It's like E. Same note. That's part of your E chord.
Sure. So E.
You're playing one here. Okay, now these are octaves. Okay, like when you're in your major box, you're basically, you got 7 notes and it just repeats itself. The 8th note is what? It's your 1.
It's a 1, right.
Another thing I learned fairly recently is, learning what a suspended 4 or a 9th. It's basically the 4th of the scale. It's like a third, or like if you want a minor. Minor is always a flat third. No matter where you are, if you go 1.
See, I know the theory part of it. Is the issue is being able to pick it out on the neck.
Well, it's the same thing as a piano. Actually, if you look at it,
I guess.
Except for the black keys.
It's like, okay,
these are your black keys. These are your black keys. All the ones in between are your black keys. All these are your white keys.
Yeah, but knowing where that is, I mean, I guess you're like, oh, well, this is an E. It's like I don't immediately know that's an E. Well, it's like, oh yeah, I know that's an E by just because I've just done it. But knowing that, okay, so where is the next E? Well, I don't know without actually finding it.
That's how you learn. You find it. Go look for it. Where is it?
I mean, I know there would be one up here.
Yeah.
Just because it's on the 12th fret.
Okay, you have one here. Listen. You have one here. And you have one here.
Well, yeah.
Right? And then you find another one on the 7th fret, A string, or another one, an octave on your G string, 9th.
But that's the same as this to this.
Yeah, it's the same.
So
Now here's another one. Like, check
I know
this
this
out.
stuff is like minor stuff, but it's like
Once you start doing it, it clicks. Oh, okay. It takes me a long time. I don't know all the notes on the. You can't just grab this and go right off. I have to go. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, it's a D sharp or whatever, D flat. Or
sure. But I guess that's part of the thing is if I know what the note is, like how to find it, I can actually, just like, oh, that's a this, and I could actually formulate it. But just knowing it, knowing where they are, like on a piano, yeah, I know there's like landmarks. I know that it's like, okay,
Start middle C.
The black keys are the landmarks. I don't have landmarks here. I don't know, like, oh, well, that's automatic this. It's like, okay, 12th fret, I know that is the same as the root, just an octave up. But that's like all I know. And it's like, and
Well,
that's the problem.
it's like this. What I started doing recently is learning all the scale on one string.
Okay.
Instead of working the scale,
Sure.
I started learning how to do runs just like on that one string, and then I'd memorize the second string. So I know I'm going.
Say, how would you do that? Say. So I have to figure it out. But you can't just have to keep sliding up, right? When you do
But most of the time, you're not ever going to do that. You're not going to play a scale like that.
But
you might run down. Most of the time, you're not going to ascend doing that. You might go down. You're not usually you use the strings right below.
Right.
But here, if you're descending, a lot of times you'll see guys.
Almost like Dick Dale or something.
Yeah, it's like there's a major scale right there.
Right.
It's done.
Right. There's a few more notes in there, but yeah, we don't worry about
really, not really. So it sounds like monster sign. No, Adam's family. But you just need to learn the major scales. The main thing you need to learn and be able to count what those notes are. And once you get that one down, then you figure out, okay, your minors and all that kind of stuff. It's very important to know the major scale. And
so is it better to do it in the box though, versus using the open strings and just
it's nice to know both. I'd be honest with you, I got to sit there and think about playing an E major open. I don't.
You don't play open mostly, right?
No.
It's because it's not portable, right? So you can't really move it anywhere.
It's not laid out for you. You have to know the open notes too. Here, there's a map. But when you're open strings,
I'm trying to learn the map.
When you're open strings, you got to memorize them. Yeah. But here, it's the same thing. It's the map. Knowing the difference between how many steps. Like put it this way: a fourth when they say C add 11, it's basically the octave up on the 4. 4 is the same thing as an 11. A 2 is a 9.
Right. Do that.
You did?
Oh yeah.
Okay. And I didn't.
Oh yeah.
No.
It's the same thing. It's like
it's just add 7. You add 7. So if you say add 4, you're adding the fourth of the first octave. If you say add 11, you're adding the fourth on the second octave.
That's interesting. So that's kind of
start here. Start on with your middle finger on the A.
Oh, I was going too far up, I guess.
1, 2.
All right.
Count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
There you go. See, you can tell you're hitting the wrong notes right by hearing them.
Oh, yeah.
You can tell it's the wrong note. That's half the battle. Saying if you don't recognize a bad note within a spot,
Well, I know that. I know it's supposed to sound like it's just getting my hands to do the thing.
And that's another thing to practice. Practice 3 notes per string.
3 notes per string. What do you mean? Okay.
Because most of you learn the pentatonic scale, you're just going. That's just 2 notes per string. When you're playing major or Dorian or any of these other modes, it's normally 3 notes per string.
Okay, but
so it's basically an exercise. Get used to
playing 3 notes per string. Okay.
But like on the major, on this major,
But not on the first string though.
not if you do it that way. But if you do the major this way, it's the same thing.
That's what I was starting to do first. But what I was starting to notice though is that the first two strings are the same.
They are.
I mean, it's a stretch, but it's a little easy to memorize.
It is.
It's
And
hard
that's
to play,
actually how I learned how
but
to
it's
play.
hard to
That's
play.
how I first learned how to play major scale.
It's hard.